Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, I wanted to continue my discussion on this situation in Minnesota with the Somalian multi-billion-dollar fraud. And allegedly, I guess, apparently, rather, President Donald Trump has frozen funds to Minnesota in order to prompt a statewide investigation into this situation with the Somalians siphoning millions and millions of dollars from these daycare centers. I'm reading about things like their daycare centers that have the veneer of a daycare center, but are not really daycare centers. There are no children in these daycare centers. They're only cosmetic, if you will, just for appearance. When in reality, it's just used to make people think that there's a daycare center. But in reality, this money is being siphoned and stolen. And so President Donald Trump has decided to freeze funds to the state because, I mean, why would you keep giving money to an organization that is filled with fraudsters? Okay. So now, having read about that, let me just say this. What I'm finding out is that the mainstream liberal media is downplaying this. As usual, I am so sick and tired of the mainstream liberal media. Lord, y'all, I don't know what to do. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I talk because if I don't talk, I'm going to cuss somebody out. I'm going to go crazy. I do these videos sometimes, not just, entertainment purposes, stuff like that, but I also do these videos because I'm going to end up cussing somebody out for being so, I am so sick of these people. I am so sick of it. Mainstream media, mainstream liberal biased media is playing this down. They're downplaying it. Oh, it's not a big deal. Woo, they're trying to cover it up as usual, which misleads a lot of people into thinking this is not a big deal. But when it's this big of a deal, when you got billions of dollars being stolen and allegedly sent over to countries in Somalia or in the country of Somalia and allegedly to terrorist groups, oh, that's a big deal, boo-boo. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, okay? And you can't overlook stuff like this. You can't just keep trying to cover up this kind of stuff and deceive the American people. Enough is enough. Now, having said that, when we look at the reasoning behind Trump freezing funds to Minnesota because of this situation, someone from the outside may look and say that's a bit extreme. But I will say this, I don't think it's extreme at all. Because you may say, well, it's going to hurt all the people that are in these daycares. Well, allegedly, these daycares didn't have any kids in them. And according to one particular site, I found out that all of a sudden they started bringing kids to these daycares. Well, wait a minute. Why are you starting to bring kids to these daycares now? Now all of a sudden kids are starting to go to these daycares when there wasn't nothing any of them in there before. You lying sacks of crap. Now all of a sudden you want to try to cover up for it. It was a cover up from the beginning. Look, here's the bottom line. No one is going to really suffer in these daycare centers because there aren't many. I'm pretty sure that most of those kids are not even in those daycare centers. Okay, that's just a facade. Trump freezing funds to these to the state of Minnesota is, I believe, the right thing to do. Because why? Let's be realistic, man. Let's stop playing games now. Come on now. Let's be realistic. Why would you, as a human being, why would you continuously give money to an individual or an organization that is taking the money that you're giving, which really isn't their money anyway? After all, this isn't Trump's money. This is our money. That's my money. That's my money that's going to this daycare, these Somalians, and they're sending them over to. That's my money, boo-boo. That's millions of working Americans' money. We got a problem with that. Why would any sensible human being take the money of someone else and give it to someone or an organization that is nothing but a bunch of fraudsters? Why do that? That's stupid, dumb, and ignorant. And anyone with a brain knows that. So somebody says, well, that's kind of extreme for what Trump's done. I don't think it's extreme at all. I don't think it's extreme at all. Freeze those. It's good he's doing it. I'm glad he's doing this. I'm glad he's freezing the finances because it needs to be done. A deeper investigation needs to be done. But like I said in the previous video, unfortunately, and we get back to that, I don't think anybody's going to, I don't think the governor, Waltz, I can't stand him. I don't think he's going to, with his crazy, weird, man, oh God, let me calm down. I don't think he's going anywhere. I keep seeing videos, some people saying it's over for Waltz. No, it isn't. I don't think so. We gonna see. We gonna see. We're going to see if it's over for Waltz, because apparently he had something to do with it, I guess. I mean, he knew about the situation. He knew about it and didn't do anything about it, okay? He just let it go over his head. He knew about the finances and let it go over his head. So apparently he's under investigation, intensive investigation himself. But I mean, even if he is guilty of this, I don't think nothing's going to happen to him. Nothing's going to happen to him. You want to know why? Because, like I said, he's protected. He's protected. They'll tell you and I, oh, something's going to happen to him. Woo, 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 woo. Nothing's going to happen to that man. But anyway, at any rate, yeah, freezing the funds to Minnesota for this situation, I think is a proper thing to do. I don't think that President Trump is overdoing anything. And it needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done, because I'm sick and tired of all this corruption and fraud and lies and just, man, I'm tired of these people, man. I really am. I really am. We're going into the new year, and I hope the new year God reveals and uncovers these nasty slicksters and get them out of our freaking country. I am sick of them. Do you understand me? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I am sick and tired of the foolery, man. I'm serious. Even though I'm doing these videos for entertainment purposes, I'm dead serious. I'm sick and tired of the lies and the corruption all the way up. I'm tired of it, and something needs to be done. And thank God for Donald Trump. He's imperfect as he is. Imperfect as he is, he's far better than that zombie we had in the last administration, who the mainstream media covered up for. That's why you didn't hear a lot of negativity about him, because the mainstream media covered up for him. Sickening, man. It's disgusting. But anyway, that's what I had to say about that. You know, what do you guys think about Donald Trump's freezing funds to Minnesota because of this situation? Do you agree with it or you don't agree with it? I totally 100% agree with it. These kids are not going to get hurt by that, because there probably ain't no kids in these daycares anyway. It's a big lie. And so, yeah, I agree with it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.